We're at the St. Paul Ice Fishing Show looking at some of the cool things at the show, and that brought me to the Frabill booth. And gang, we are going to be looking at some of their I-Series outdoor wear, and I've got Dale here from Frabill. Dale, tell us a little bit more about some of this really sharp-looking outdoor gear.
Yes, John, you know, we've got our I-Series suits. They came out last year for 2014, and it's a brand new line of suits we introduced from our FX series that we used to have, and we stepped up the game considerably with this. One thing with the I-Series suits, John, is we always do a lot of ergonomics to it, conformed sleeves, so that when you're moving, the garment doesn't slide up your arms, so our sleeves are naturally curved. You know, so that's a nice thing about our garments. Rainproof, you know, they're waterproof, put a lot of thought into these. The big thing with the I-Series suit is our safety. You know, each one of our suits comes with an ice picks. Ice picks are built right into all of our suits, whether it's the I2, 3, 4, or 5. I2 is our least expensive. I5 is our most expensive, and the biggest thing and the biggest difference I can say is just the amount of insulation. A lot of the quality carries over between all of the suits, but the biggest thing is, again, is the amount of insulation. How warm is it going to be? This suit is our lightest suit, and if we walk around over here, this is our I3. This one is kind of a neat suit. It's referred to as a woodsman. It's actually a really great looking suit. It's kind of unique because if you look, it almost looks like you're wearing an insulated top, like just a flannel top, and then you've got a vest on, but it's actually all one garment. So, but again, it's a great suit. And the one thing about our I-Series, we talked about safety. We've got the ice picks, but the biggest thing with the suits, which is kind of cool, each one of these suits has a mesh fabric here, both in the upper garment and the pant. And the advantage of this is actually between the insulation and the outer part of the garment. And what this does, what happens, John, is if by chance you ever go into the water, the fabric will actually absorb water and the garment gets really heavy. And as you're trying to pull yourself out, it gets waterlogged, so you can't actually pull yourself out of the water. So now with this mesh fabric in here, it actually flushes the garment. So as you're pulling yourself out, it actually empties out of the suit, both the top and the bottom. As we move around, this is our I4. Again, you can see a lot of similarities. We got the picks again, got beautiful, you know, the hood's up here, everything's adjustable, you can pull in, keep yourself nice and warm, you can adjust this back and forth. Big pockets, you know, cargo pockets for carrying a lot of gear, both in the pant, you know, and in the top. And again, as you see, we've got the mesh here, so the garment flushes out. Heavy knee pads. They're very long knee pads, so when you're kneeling down on the ice, you know, you're not going to get sore knees. Closures on the cuffs, you know, to keep yourself nice and snug so that wind's not blowing up. And then as we move around to the other side, this is our Cadillac series, and this is our I5, the most versatile suit we have. The great thing about the I5 series is it's extremely versatile. The insulation on this suit actually is removable, so that come summertime or fall or whatever time of the year you want, you can pull the insulation out so you can use it strictly as a rain suit.
Nice.
And that is on both the pant and on the upper top. The other nice thing about our I5, if you look very closely here, John, I don't know if you're going to pick that up, but you're going to see vertical and horizontal lines in this mesh.
Oh, and there we go.
Yep. And what that is that's a rip stopper material. And so if you get a hook in here, or you catch it on a trailer, on a shanty, you cannot rip this suit.
Wow.
So that is a rip stopper material. The other thing that we've got is if these suits get a little warm, which they're going to, you can adjust this and open this up, and this is actually venting for the suit so you can breathe a little bit, so you can kind of adjust your temperature as you're going along throughout the day, which is kind of cool. So again, these are all the I-Series suits from Frabill, a great lineup of suits. You know, the one thing with all the suits too is we have the piping here. This is all illuminated piping, so it It makes an outline of a human body, so if a snow machine's coming early morning, late afternoon, they can physically identify what that is in front of them, so they don't run into you when you're out there fishing on the ice. But these are all the suits brought to you by Frabill.
They look comfortable.
That sounds great. Now, if a person would like to find out more information, where can they go to check these out?
Just go to Frabill.com and they can go right on the website to get more information on them.
That sounds great, Dale. We are at the St. Paul Ice Fishing Show 2015.